All right, so that's another episode, and once again, I got Wade Simmons right here,
What's
another
good? What's
recurring
happening?
guest. And then introduce yourself. We got another guest.
Yeah, this is Big Business Levi McGuire Esquire in the West. That's for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, Wade tells me that you're a wrestling manager. How did you get into the whole wrestling field?
Well, how did I get into wrestling? Well, it all started, man, back in the 80s. I was a shorty. I grew up watching guys like, oh man, managers, Bobby Heenan, Gary Hart, Slick, Teddy Long, oh man, Mr. Food, um, all those guys. Back then, Hulk Hogan was our John Cena. As a kid in the 80s, he was our John Cena.
Right.
And it was like, I remember watching on TV how King Kong Bundy had, broken Hogan's ribs. Back then, 6, 7 years ago. I was watching that on TV and I was like all upset because it's like Bobby Heenan was talking crazy. I'm like, yeah, Hogan, how Bobby Heenan was. The nice one in the world, he energy, and then it was like, hey, he would put Hogan out of condition, and so I would turn the TV off, be all upset and everything. And it was like, man, Bobby Heenan talking all this smack, and he would messed up Hogan, but he got heat. Bobby Heenan was able to gain that heat. So a lot of guys got a lot. A lot of the men back then, that old school was heat. I mean, it was raunchy, hardcore, real to be grit. And you don't get that nowadays. Everybody's so sensitive. We live in a cancel culture, so you got to watch what you're saying. I mean, it's understandable. There is a line of, when to cross, you got to know when not to cross over to the boundary. So, I know how to do it. I definitely know that you can't talk about things with a friend or anybody's that's common sense. I definitely won't talk about it. So I know my boundaries. Back then, that's the real. So yeah, pretty much those are my influences. I've been working with CSW for 2016,
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so
That's a long time, yeah.
I sing the bond, let them know, hey man, what to do.
Oh, man, I didn't know you were there that long. That's a long time, Levi.
Well, you know what? Let's see. My mind working now. Started in actually I started in November 2014. I mean, it's still really yeah. I did 2 years, 2015, 2016. I took 2 years off. I took 2017, 2018. Back then, I was going through some stuff in my personal life. I had to try to, get my outside personal life together before I venture off into, wrestling. So that was more important. So got that squared away for 2 years. Came back in 2019. Got training again. And, 2019, 2020, I was now and everything.
Okay. So, man, I just think about wrestling these days and compared to wrestling like, in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. Wrestling has really changed and somewhat evolved, over time. You look at, Yeah, like Brock Lesnar. You know, we talked about Brock Lesnar one time, and just all these greats from, you know, that sometimes, you know, some of them don't even do wrestling anymore. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
You know, today is a different ball.
right.
Definitely have guys. MVP holding down. Of course, Hall of Famer. Definitely, you know, team of the eight.
Yeah.
However, now, back then we was Holly, Holly James. Ooh, shit. ECW days,
Yeah.
WCW,
Yeah.
so
I forgot about that.
yeah, so, you know, so but you know, so far black managers slick broke the barrier. He was technically, I think, stand to be corrected. The first African American
Right.
oh, Gary Hart. Well, Gary Hart didn't work for WWE. But he was NW, NWA. Yeah, NWA.
Mm. Mm.
Now, Levi, have you ever got a chance to travel like out of state for shows? Well, I know you do Indiana and stuff. Like how far have you gone with traveling?
Well, recently last year I went to Detroit.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
That was like about a 4-hour drive, and I haven't really
Nice.
traveled. You know, like going to Los Angeles, New York, anything like that.
Oh, big cities. Okay.
So pretty much I just been to Detroit, Indiana, but I haven't really, you know, gotten out of town. You know, to the Big Apple or LA or Vegas. Hopefully one day it's not. So far, you know, no good. Indiana, Detroit.
Yeah, I think that's the one fun thing about wrestling though. Like it takes you all over the place, and then you meet so many people and stuff.
Yeah, it's saying you can also network with other fellow wrestlers, you know.
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
That's the beauty of travel too. You know, you could just meet people in your same niche, you know, like if you're a wrestler or an athlete or anything you do, you know, you can meet like-minded people that, you know, you can even like compete with, you know what I mean? And just share the love of wrestling with.
Most definitely. I mean, you can definitely connect with a lot of people.
Yeah.
People, you know, never know who goes to, you know, they have a leave or something. And, definitely, you know, I think it's when these people spend time, especially the people who've been in the industry for a while.
Right.
You know, I still call a good way to connect on network.
Okay. So like if you could recall, like what is your you got any like favorite memories of watching wrestling as a kid or you know coming up?
Oh yeah, man. Let's see. That's an 85.
Fine.
As I'm talking, I still have WrestleMania 1 on VHS.
Wow.
Yes. With Mr. B and Tyson. I remember my mom recorded it for me. That was that's the first time I started watching. So, you know, watching from WrestleMania 1 all the way up to you know, Because the bench off. 98, attitude era. After the 80s was the golden era, but late 90s, 98, 2000, 2002 was kind of, again, drifted off into other things. So now here I am, actually. So, yeah, man, remember seeing all the great promos. I just spit the segment back in the day. I just spit. Big Stick Robert. But he had his personal segment, and all the guys back then had those you know, the interview segments. I never seen Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, when the Heartbreakers broke up and everything, I picked those 4 mics and maybe do the last one on the barber shop and stuff. Of course, Hogan picking up on 59 in the 87. So overall,
yeah, that's
the attitude era. Stone Cold coming in with the beer truck and stuff. So yeah, man, it was lit back in the day.
Man, I could only imagine just how wrestling was in the 80s, though. Man, it was this one wrestler. I forgot his name. He was actually an actor. He just passed away a couple of years ago. He was if you seen Friday, Debo. He was actually
Debo,
yeah, he was Zeus. Yeah.
No holds barred, 1989.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. I believe I still have.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Zeus, man. Much respect for that brother. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
Back then, as a shorty, man, he was an intimidating brother. Especially when he had, he was cockeyed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. That's how he was. He had that intimidating look. That he's like,
because he was a big, like very buff, 6'4", 6'5" guy. And he was like him and Hulk Hogan. I remember seeing that clip on YouTube. I was just like, man, that's legendary right there. You know what I mean? Hulk Hogan's another legend.
Oh yeah. Back then, everybody wanted to be Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah.
I never saw myself as a I never vision myself like that. I always want to aspect of especially the way feeling, slick, very hot. When they spoke, it's like the said that the next time. Nowadays, he's holding.
Right.
Again, the history of African American management, at least, I know, was very hard for Teddy Long. Oh, I don't know. When you come to consider I don't know, how long is it? 1 year, 2 years, 2 years. I guess, you're talking about so far. Yeah, over the manager, always like they say, the manager is soft to that state.
Right. So I got a question for you, man. You know, like for one, do you enjoy being a wrestling manager like that? And you know, what is it like? You know, like tell me, give me an insight on like, you know, the day in the life of a wrestling manager.
Yes, I do enjoy it. It's definitely a great experience. Basically, I look at it as like, you have to know your guy.
Yeah.
Know your guy
Yep.
that you put over. Know his moves. Know how he carries himself. Know his swag. He has, you know, y'all vibing with one another. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I'm putting Wade over. Wade here. Wade is, just saying he coming out hardcore thugging or whatever. I gotta put him over up. So my man Wade here from the south side. You see the dude with the dude, blah 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 blah. He's oh yeah, but yeah, man, just basically, it's like a team. It's like a basketball team. Guys want to win.
Right.
Go out there, compete against the opposing team. So, as in the wrestler, I'm going to put my guy over with his opponent. Hey, feel like it is on the mic. Respect to you, this and that. My man right here,
That's right. That's right.
He's gonna be walking out of here tonight with that ice around his waist. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes.
There we go.
Yeah. You look at Don King back in the day, how he promoted, Mike Tyson in there, and
Yep. Even like a Muhammad Ali or something.
yeah. Only in America, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. So before we close this one out, so what do you got in plan, like what do you got in stores for the future as far as the wrestling field and being a wrestling manager?
What I have in the future with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so far as like what I plan to go with it or stuff like that, basically, just right now, I'm just having fun with it.
That's all it's about, man.
Taking everything step by step. At the same time, while still learning as well.
There we go.
Pretty much, man, just pretty much just doing our own little zone, my own little dimension realm, and doing how I can. I ain't trying to, let's just say this way. Nowadays, everybody wants to try to be like someone. Kobe Bryant, as you all know, grew up. I lied, not the good.
Right.
You see how he played, he wanted to, I'm out there, people are like, oh, you remind me of a stick with wrong or a right version of Bobby
Yeah, Bobby.
My thing is, I'm flattered, thank you, but those guys are all in the past by themselves or whatever. I'm just, doing my own thing.
Yeah.
I'm Levi, big business, So, that's how I look at it. Pretty much, hopefully one day, get out there with somebody and they could be walking around, with that ice. They just sit up there, at their side and, like, how can I put it? Good things in the pot, you know what I mean? But yeah, pretty much, just, over and have fun with it.
Yeah, man. I like the sound of that though, for you always gotta stay dedicated to what you love, you know, like stay dedicated to your passion and just keep going, man. Reach for the stars. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know what? The best thing about being a wrestling manager is cutting the promos.
What you say? Is that
Cutting
what?
promos.
Oh, promos. Oh yeah. The promos. That is a good aspect of it, because in the promos, you know, you definitely got to come in.
Yeah.
You know, again, as an example, I'm putting Wade over. You know, my thing is, I'm confident that my man Wade, you know, is going to go out here, walk that out, style, profile, and kick butt. And my thing is, you know, I'm telling everybody in the audience, hey, to a man right here, he ain't no joke. Like
Yes, sir.
He ain't no joke. He ain't no joke.
Yes,
So y'all
sir.
better watch out. You know what I'm saying? So
They ain't ready for him now.
nah, they ain't ready for it. But yeah, the promos, man.
Yes, sir. Talk to him, man.
The promos are definitely the main piece of leaving the art, because it's like, you know, it's the mental aspect of it all. It's telling everybody a vision. First, you're telling them a vision, then you're going out there, it's you know, kind of it's a manifest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is a
Yeah.
the best thing to do.
Now, who would you say is one of the best managers right now, currently?
Currently today, in the
Yeah.
professional level,
Uh-huh.
oh, well, hey, you know, definitely, we all know Paul Heyman, you know,
Oh yeah, that's
he's still holding it down, much respect
Yep.
to him. I definitely have to say MVP, man, you know, he's really, he's still, you know, doing
yeah,
what he do.
yeah. MVP is like on a whole nother level. Like Paul Heyman is good, but I feel like MVP brings something totally different to the table. You know?
Yeah, but see, MVP, man, he brings that builder skill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he brings that 21st century manager vibe.
Yeah.
The manager, you know, he's I don't want to say hardcore, but you know, he's real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you know, MVP is he's, you know, definitely great talking, and it just really, really mind that boggling to me how they dismantled the hurt business, because
Yeah.
that was.
Oh man, yeah, that was like one of the, to me that was one of the best groups since the Wyatt family.
Oh, yeah.
I was a big fan of the Wyatt family.
You know what I like about the hurt business? I like the aspect of how it was African Americans
Yeah.
that represent themselves with class, but at the same time, okay, if I curse right here, okay. At the same time, they took no shit. You know what I'm saying? So they came out suited up, booted up.
Yeah.
You know, at the same time, you know, hey man, they kick ass and, you know, make business. You know,
yeah, man.
I'm very hurt business.
I'm very proud of
you know,
MVP and Bobby Lashley. Yep.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley, MVP, something Benjamin, you know, that stuff that Armani Gucci'd up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like, you know, it was a good black male representation of it.
Man, I hate they broke the group up. Like I wish they would have just put Amos in there, just kept them going. You know.
Exactly. And you know, people were trying to compare them to, oh, hey, he makes the dominant. No, again, it's not that the thing. Two different scenarios. One in 90, 98, 99, 2000, that was how that was better.
Yeah.
And for 2020, but yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I heard it. I really hope they put them back together, to be honest, man. That was a nice group.
Yeah. Well, you know what I think? I'm guessing here. Maybe since Triple H is running things now, you never know, man.
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they
man.
have a change of heart and surprise us one day.
Yeah, you know, and
you
notice I noticed like WWE signed a lot of more other athletes, which I think is something good. Like they're giving new people a chance. I'm always for that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That is a good thing that we're doing. I think that time goes by, a lot of things. He's got that old school mindset,
Yeah.
especially with Matt. One day his potatoes and blood spattered all over the place.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to see WWE changing it up a bit. Like I like the Cowboy Brock Lesnar too. Like, you know, it's something different, you know. Whoever thought we'd see Brock Lesnar as a cowboy.
Yeah, that was surprising right there, man. I would have never expected that.
I mean, it's a good look though, like, you know, it's something different.
Sure.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar with the cowboy look.
Oh, yeah.
I love it, man. This awesome.
Oh. You know what? It kind of fits him though. You know what I'm saying? He's got that rough cowboy, how can I put it? Saloon bar, get down the bar fight dirty look to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you know who was one of my favorite heels during WWE. A lot of people might have slept on him, but JBL when he was the cowboy, man, that was cool to me. Like, yeah, whatever happened to Funaki? You remember Funaki?
Who?
You remember Funaki, the one guy that he was like a jobber in WWE.
Oh, hold on. He was a giant in the WWE?
Yeah, he was like a jobber, yeah.
You talking about the Giant Gonzalez?
No, Funaki, he was like the Asian. Was he Asian or something like that? I don't know. But he was like that. He was always getting beat up. But no, he
you know.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, and Funaki, he's Japanese. But when you get a chance, look him up. But he was in WWE for a while. He was a cruiserweight. He was like a jobber, but he was cool, man. He was a good wrestler.
It sounds familiar, man. You know, Funaki. You said he was a big man?
No, he was a cruiserweight.
No, height wise. You said he was tall.
I'm not sure how tall Funaki was.
Okay.
But he was a very good wrestler, but they just kind of beat him up a lot.
That's crazy. He got beat up so many times, man.
No,
yeah.
I'm you know, they don't you know, I'm a big nostalgia.
Yeah.
I can talk about a whole bunch of stuff from back in the day. Video game wise, wrestling video game wise.
Yeah, WWF.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm gonna take you back to the early days of NES, Nintendo system. I believe I still got this game. Pro wrestling.
I think I heard of it.
Pro wrestling. They had guys on there. There was one cat named Starman. He was dressed up in a pink suit on or hat on. He had like a little star symbol on him, and that to Woo. It was 89 WWF. Or Rumble, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. But,
Yeah.
you know, I know I still got that game. I think I may have a few games in 89. But those games back then, man, they were legit. I mean, you know, it's like when you look at them today, it seems kind of corny,
Yeah.
effects and stuff. But I remember playing.
I mean, WCW had a couple of games too.
Oh yeah, I remember WCW. It was on Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
WCW game for,
They had Jericho, man. I remember that.
Yeah,
Jericho.
yeah, Jericho. Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's right. It was on Nintendo 64. I remember now.
King rule playing them games, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you know,
Man, that's when I first came into the world. Just about, I remember that. Playing that in the basement. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember SmackDown versus Raw. You know what I mean? That was like later after WCW. That's when everything changed with the wrestling game. You know what I mean?
Wrestling games on Game Boy. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
This day, my Game Boy. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I really should have taken y'all. I don't wait on that. Whew. Just thinking about this. Thinking about the whole thing. Atari, Coleco business.
Oh yeah.
Early mid 80s. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's way before our time there.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Google that. There was some good things. Very good things. Yes, sir.
Now, what you think about Ric Flair last match?
You know what? To be honest, I didn't watch too much of it. I watched it here and there, but not as much. But much respected. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Ric Flair, you know, he's gonna be styling and profiling time machine. You know, he's the man. You know, but
Yes, sir.
I mean,
I just say that he really gave it a lot.
yeah, I mean that's a blessing. Like when you look at like how long Ric Flair been wrestling and he's still in good shape. Like I mean that's a blessing, man. Not too many people are able to do that, you know.
Yeah.
For him to be wrestling at the age that he's at, you know, I mean, blessing that he still got it. But yeah, you know,
He still got, you know, in somewhat good shape, you know, for his age.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember back in the day, me and my cousin, you know, actually, to be honest with you, what really got me into wrestling was my cousin. And my cousin, he's like 51, 52. But back in the day, he would collect wrestling magazines. You know, he put me on it, and he had all the magazines, Ric Flair, the AWA days. I mean, he sold them all now. He got a good amount of money. I was just talking to him yesterday. Like, man, why did you sell all this stuff, man?
Yeah.
And you know, I'm sitting on a gold mine, if he was. You know,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, just looking at that and like the little wrestling figures back in the day. Back then, there was a company called LJN.
Oh yeah.
They had the little thumb action figures. I had a few of them. To this day, I only got one left. It's a luchador. He's got the body of an old school man figure, but he's got a lucha man. Got a lucha man. Yeah, but I still have that. So I had all the wrestling places, the dolls and stuff, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Road Dogg and Kane, those were my favorite as a kid.
Yeah.
So I had all the toys with them.
And the Undertaker too.
Oh yeah. But Paul Bearer, man, that as far as manager, that was my guy right there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That is your guy, Paul Bearer. Yes, sir. Rest in peace to him as well.
Yeah.
I remember when he was Percy Pringle back in the day.
Yep. Now were you with CSW when CM Punk was around?
No, I was not. I was not with kind of style wrestling.
Oh yeah, but shout out to CM Punk because I mean he one of the best on the mic still to this day, man. I mean, you know.
Man, CM
Yeah.
Punk, he's definitely legit.
Yeah.
Started off, I think, in backyard wrestling.
Yep. And I mean, even Chris Jericho, like, you know, he's one of I feel like he's one of the all-time favorites too. Like, I mean, he's been doing it a while. You know, he got like all of his characters have always been great.
And Jericho, he's also the man as well. You know,
yeah.
I like his energy. He comes out there and he does his thing as well.
Yeah, I like when he first came back to WWE and they had like the little countdown and then he came back and then he was like the savior.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Man, that was awesome.
Yeah, I remember with Attitude Era when King got set up on fire.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah. I seen that clip.
I can remember it was a stipulation of the match between him and Austin. And whoever loses sets themselves on fire. And when I saw that, I was like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You got to see too much of that nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I could be wrong. You may.
And you know what? And I feel like that's one of the things that kind of made me want to come into wrestling because like I wanted to kind of bring back some new excitement. And like, you know, I feel like everybody got a different type of role that they could bring, you know.
Man, seeing Shawn Michaels getting thrown off of a steel cage from the Undertaker, you know, and that was epic right then and there.
Yeah.
It was bloody and everything, and you know, just the whole chair shots, all that.
Yeah. It's I mean, cause like the best thing.
Great wrestling, you know.
Yeah, cause the best thing they got going now is like Roman Reigns, and I kind of like what Bray Wyatt was doing with the Fiend, and then his other person that was pretty different.
Roman Reigns right now, he's the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tribal chief right now, he is definitely the real deal.
Killing the game.
Yeah, you know, he's really representing a strong minority culture with his facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm really feeling it. You know what I'm
saying? And I really hope WWE start pushing R-Truth. You know, like they, you know, turn him into something like, you know, he's a very good wrestler. He's been there a very long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, R-Truth, he's pretty good as well.
Yeah, I think they should give my man a little more respect. You know what I'm saying?
For real, man.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. You know, I would like to see him with the Hurt Business as well.
Yeah, cause when I look at R-Truth, he make me want to go to WWE and turn into a heel, man, and just be like, you know, we beat him down and turn him into something different. Oh, you know?
Yeah, man. Well, all right, Levi, thank you once again, you know, for being on the show, man.
Thank you, man. You know, I really appreciate it. This is really an honor to be interviewed by you two brothers. And hopefully, moving forward in the near future, we could be doing more segments. So,
absolutely.
You know
what I'm saying? See my man Wade, you know, he comes up to CSW and try to encourage him to put some meat. You know? Man, get some carbs in your system, brother.
A little protein or something, you know what I mean? Hit the weights.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna get ready to start working out. I'm literally gonna start this week. Watch what I tell you. I'm gonna get myself together. I've been dragging a little bit, but we trying to get it together.
Yo, my man, do it the natural way. Okay. You know,
yes, sir.
eat right, eat clean. same time, man, you know, hit it hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when you out there in that ring, it's a whole nother round.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like survival of the fittest right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, like I said, man, you know, thank you once again for hopping on the platform. You know, I wish you nothing but positivity, blessings, you know, abundance, and every inch of success in your future, my guy.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
Of course, of course. And you know, Wade, you already know. Thank you once again for hopping on the platform. You know, it's been real, man. And this was a great conversation with you two guys as well.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. You know, it's to me, we all got to look out for each other, man. You know, I mean, everybody got a story, everybody got a different reason why they do what they do. So I feel like, you know, it's nice to share, you know.
Right, right. All right. Anybody want to say anything, you know, like inspirational or anything before we head up out of here?
Oh, all right. I guess I'll just have to kick it off. Of course, first, stay positive and focused. I'm a big Dune fan. Have you guys ever read the book and seen the movie? No. No offense, y'all. I know y'all some young
No, it's all good.
Google up Dune, read the book, and watch the movie. But I like to say, fear is nothing but the mindset. One shall not fear, because fear is the mindset.
You know what?
The leniency of doom, I shall not fear, because fear is only the mindset. But yeah, just stay positive and focused. You know, stay away from negativity. And,
Yeah.
you know, of course, keep God first, and you know, just let the universe flow and do
Man, Levi, I don't know he preaching, because I kid you not, some weeks ago. No, this was like a couple of months ago. I had a dream, right, y'all. And I'm not gonna go into detail about the whole dream, but I feel like a lot of times I have these, you know, I feel like God give me these dreams. And in one of the dreams, there was some things that God kind of confirmed, and then it was like I had a dream that like Steve Bars and the other wrestlers were showing me these moves, right? It's upset. Don't let fear hold you back. So it's funny that you mentioned like that. Like, so I really appreciate that.
Wow,
That was
really?
crazy, but yeah.
Wow, that is key.
I mean, it's a lot more to the dream than just that, but like, you know, that just kind of confirms some things, man.
I made the confirmation there, huh?
Yeah.
I guess the oracle spoke through me there.
Yeah, that's true. So just to add to what Levi said, I would just say, like, you know, always keep God first and just move in faith. You know, when you move in faith, even when things don't look like it's working out, you know, if you let God lead you, like I tell people, God is a better director than Steven Spielberg. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
Like, if
That's
you let
right.
him lead you, you will never go wrong.
It's all about faith and prayer. You know what I mean? It's also, you got to have faith in yourself and the Lord, and also pray God, you know, just on the whole journey, man.
Yeah.
As a Hebrew Israelite, Yahweh, we call God Yahweh. He's the only one that is in control. You know, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
control of it as well. You know, we're behind the wheel, but he's really the main one that's behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
that's true.
Put the faith in him, man, and let everything else flow and do what it do.
Yeah, man. But like I said, I look forward to going to hopefully maybe visiting WWE and just meeting R-Truth and tell them, like, you know, bro, I appreciate what you do, man, and we're gonna get you right, man. We're gonna get you that big moment.
No, man, you never know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It's been real. Another one for the books, man. Another great episode. Thank you, my brothers.
All right, thank you. All right, man. You all have a blessed night and be safe.
Likewise, man.
All right.